Dostoevsky came to oppose the philosophy of the first teacher, saying, "Don't think you know me just because I speak to you." Mahmud Darwish, on the other hand, says in his usual poetic style, "I wanted to speak at length without stopping, but in the end I realized that nothing was worth talking about. I chose to remain silent and listen to music." Then the samurai of the novel, Haruki Murakami, intervenes to conclude the dialogue, saying, "Talking to others requires an effort I no longer possess." I ask who the stranger is and if he lived, and how he died. There are many causes of death, among them the pain of life and fading away into the abyss of oblivion. He says, "People won't remember you much after death. It's just a few days, and then you will be among the forgotten, as if you were never born or existed. Your memory will come up a few times by coincidence, but you will ultimately vanish with the arrival of new generations. People then won't remember who you are, or the principles you held on to all the time. They won't remember if you were noble and good, or evil and bad. In any case, you won't benefit from their words at all." The resistant literature author Ghassan Kanafani ends this absurd tragedy saying, "Sir, the issue of death is not at all about the dead. It is about the living." You're very smart. You think a lot because your mind moves at 1,000,000 miles per moment. You're happy because you're not terrified of the world like everyone else. You do not cooperate with most people because they do not see things the way you do. You think you're stupid because you're very smart and do not know everything. Your problem is that you're very smart. Unhappiness among knowledgeable people is one of the strangest things I know. Everyone you meet asks you about your job, whether you are married, whether you own a house, as if life is a shopping list. No one ever asks if you are happy. Leo Tolstoy says, "It is not important to live a long life, but to live a life full of meaning." The years we spend do not matter if we live them without truly understanding what life is. Mahmud Darwish said he feared that our lives may pass by as we imagine things, hoping they will happen, and they do not. Recently, I realized I did not have a place to escape to. There is no place that fits me, neither a short place nor someone's heart. It's tough when our dream is merely to stay alive. Emil Cioran says, "Because we failed to create a thinking human being, we do not have a people, but instead, we formed an audience that claps and curses. They clap once and curse once, but they do not think." In light of the philosophy of the Übermensch, Nietzsche intervenes to say that great individuals are not those who follow the masses, but those who transcend them. And the pioneer of existentialism, Sartre, expands in interpreting the psychology of the masses, criticizing it. People do not want freedom, they want security. In their pursuit of security, they submit to systems and laws that provide them with a false sense of stability. Someone exclaims, "Ladies and gentlemen, the masses always love what is superficial because the surface is all they can understand." They flaunt their ignorance while the intellectual remains silent to avoid being accused of oddity. The hypocrite is praised for his honesty, and the sincere is accused of hypocrisy. What a time we live in.